Right, so YouTube. I'll send you the link on Messenger. Just let me know when you're watching, obviously. Hopefully the delay shouldn't be too bad, so you can listen to me on the party and then
It should be fine.
Okay, you watching? So I have bought all the passes, every single character for this game.
Of course you have.
So obviously here are all the operators. I'll quickly run through every single one, tell you what they do and what they look like. Each one, so you've got a set of attackers and a set of defenders. Each round, each team will alternate and be on attacking and defense. So if we'll go through the attackers first, these guys are from the SAS. You've got Sledge, and his ability is a breaching hammer. So he just pulls out a massive hammer and he can smash through walls and all destructive surfaces. And then if you click on him, it will bring up said character. As you can see right here, there's a Sledge. And then you've got the loadouts, and you can have different guns. Each character has set weapons that they can carry around, and they can all have different attachments. If you buy the game now, all attachments and everything are free. Originally, you had to pay with Renown, which is at the top right of the screen next to my level. But everything's now free. They just gave it to everybody. So this is Sledge, and as I said, he smashes through destructible surfaces, and you even get like operator video, which is quite cool. I'll just show you this one, because all the original operators of the game all have specific operator videos that sort of like introduce them. And then Sledge. So next one we've got is Thatcher, and Thatcher uses EMP devices to disable defenders' gadgets. So when he throws it down, it cancels out loads of different gadgets, and they're just like EMP grenades. So that's what Thatcher's like. Then you've got Ash. So Ash shoots a breaching charge with her, and also you can get loads of different headgear and outfits and stuff like that. As you can see, like all these different sort of headgear for all the different characters as well. So she fires an explosive breach round that burrows into the surface and automatically detonates, and just she's basically like Sledge but with a gun instead. Then you've got Thermite, and Thermite sets an exothermic charge that destroys reinforced walls. So as a defender, what you can do is you can reinforce walls around you with metal walls, and they can't be broken down unless you're Thermite, and then another character as an attacker, which is Maverick, but we'll get to him later, and he can then blow holes in these reinforced walls. Then we've got... Oh, hang on, I didn't click on Thermite. Then we've got, what's his name? Twitch. And Twitch, so these guys are from the FBI. These are from the SAS. These guys are from the GIGN, which are the French division of the game. So you've got Twitch, and she sends out this special drone that tasers people, and defenders have access to cameras that are all scattered around the maps, and the attackers have to try and shoot out these cameras so the defenders can't spot the attackers' locations. And Twitch has this drone that's on her back, and it glides about the place, and you can shoot gadgets. It like disrupts them. You can shoot and disable any like sort of turrets that they have, and also any cameras. Then you've got Montaigne. who is just a walking mountain, and he basically has a shield that he can pop up, and it like goes over his head, but he can't use his weapon when he actually activates his shield. So he's just this tank that has a lot of defense. And also, a thing you should know about the statistics of characters, they all have different armor stats and different speed stats. So for example, he is a 3 armor, 1 speed, so I mean, he's really tough and takes less damage, but he's really slow. You've got Twitch, who is 2 speed, 2 armor, so she's middle. And then you get a couple of attackers like IQ, I believe, who is 3 speed and 1 armor, so she takes more damage, but she's really quick. Then we've got Glaz, and these are the Russian guys. Glaz is a sniper. He's the only sniper in the game, and he throws down smoke, and he has a thermal sight that he can see through smoke, so he uses smoke to his advantage. And that's basically all Glaz is. Then you've got Fuse. Fuse can either use a AK-12 or an LMG or a shield, and the way Fuse works is he has these cluster charges that he can place through walls and ceilings and floors, and they shoot out these just a cluster of bombs everywhere that blow everybody up. Then you've got Blitz, and Blitz is from the German division, and Blitz has a shield that has flashes on it, so it's basically like a flashbang except on his shield, so he can rush people and flash them and then kill them with a shield. Then you've got IQ, as I said before. She has a gadget on her arm that can detect defenders' gadgets from anywhere on the map, so she can scan them, so she can find where they are. So she can be quite useful. Then you've got, right, so now they're all the original characters from the attackers. Now we're on to DLC characters. You've got Buck, he's Canadian, and his special ability is he has a shotgun that is on the end of his assault rifles, as you can see, so he can swap between shotgun and assault rifle. That's his special ability. You've got Blackbeard, and Blackbeard is from the US Army, and he has a shield that goes on the front of his gun that can protect him from bullets, and he has 2 of those, so once one's destroyed he can then replace it. So that's what he does. You've got Capitao, who's Mexican. Capitao has a crossbow that shoots either poison gas, or no, like smoke grenades, or he uses he's got fire as well. So as you can see, he can swap between fire bolts and then smoke bolts. Then you've got Hibana, she's Japanese. Hibana, she has this like sort of, it's like a gun that shoots basically fidget spinners. And this, they can destroy reinforced walls, they can destroy any kind of walls, they can burst through, so it's easier for attackers like that. You've got Jackal. Jackal's one of my favourites, because what he can do, he can track footsteps, so any defenders that are running around the map, he can turn on his Jackal eye, and he can scan the footsteps that he's seen in the corridors, and then that will pinpoint the location of that defender that you scanned 5 times over a course of 10 seconds. So you know where they are. Then you've got Ying, who, she is Chinese, I believe, and she has this thing called a Candela, and it's a cluster of flash charges that can either be anchored or surfaced, or on surfaces, or rolled as a grenade. So if you're like breaching a room, you can chuck these candelas in a room and it just completely flashes the entire room, and she doesn't get affected by the flash because she's got these special goggles, which is really cool. Then you've got Zofia, and she's Polish. Zofia has a double barrel launcher that can fire both concussion grenades and impact grenades on her gun, which is quite handy. Then you've got Dokkaebi, and she is Korean, South Korean, And Dockerby uploads a virus that forces enemy phones to emit a low buzz that can be overheard, thereby potentially compromising an enemy's position. So basically, if you're a defender and your phone starts ringing, you know a Dockerby's nearby, and literally you have to pull out your phone to stop it from ringing, otherwise your phone will constantly buzz, and then the attackers can hear that buzzing and know where you are. And also, if you kill an attacker, you can then hack the defender's cameras, meaning that you can see where the defenders are via their cameras. Then you've got Lion. Yeah. Then you've got Lion, and Lion is also one of my favourites. He always has been. He looks just so cool as well. I think he's awesome. He's part of the GIGN, but he is also part of the Chemical Defence Unit, I think. So he does like all stuff to do with like gas attacks and chemical warfare, hence the gas masks and everything like that. But he has this drone called EE-1D, and what it does, it's in the sky. And whenever he activates the drone, any defender that moves within the scanning time and duration is detected. So it forces the defenders to stand still. So that gives the attackers a few seconds to push up, so then they can hide. If they move, they're then spotted. It was before Lion got nerfed, they had it so whenever they moved, the outline of the enemy's body, the entire outline was visible in the entire map. Now there's only this tiny little blip that you see that comes up. So they kind of nerfed him into the ground, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks. But now you've got Finka, she's Russian, and Finka uses nanobots that give the team a brief gain in health and revives allies in a down but not out state. So obviously you don't die right away, you get put down sometimes.
Like in Fallout when you get to your knees and someone can revive
Yeah,
you.
except you can still crawl about and use a gun as well, just a pistol. So what you can do... Oh no, you can't use a pistol while in Fight for Your Life. But anyway, you get downed and you can be revived. If someone's down but no one's near them, she can activate that and will instantly revive them. And then once they get this boost, they get increased accuracy, increased stability, increased fire rate, and then also increased movement speed and also health as well. So she is quite good. Then you've got Maverick, and Maverick has a blowtorch that is capable of burning holes through reinforced walls. Yeah? Wait. You say my name?
Yeah.
What?
Next time, Flash.
So,
What's that about?
sorry. Sorry, I'm being yelled at. There we go, she's kicking off now. I just said I'm sorry. Well, I'd rather not say on stream because it's a bit disgusting. And it wasn't anything to do with me. No, I am. I'm streaming, remember?
Oh yeah.
I'll message it to you. But it wasn't even me.
Oh, okay. You said he was bad for that.
Yeah, I know. She thinks it's me. Bloody hell.
Is there anyone watching you stream? I can't see.
Oh, there was two, but now there's one. It's obviously just you. But so he's got this blowtorch that what's it called? That as I said, can go through. And you can. He's OP because he can just burn a tiny little hole in the wall, and he can shoot at like defenders' legs.
Yeah.
So like people don't even know that he's breaking through. Then you've got Nomad, and I don't really know where she's from. Sana Marrakesh. She's from Morocco. So she's called Nomad, and she has this it's called rifle attachment, shooting an adhesive repulsion device that detonates by proximity. So basically, if there are any defenders in the area, in a corridor or something, she shoots this like grenade launcher that just blasts them back. So that can be good for pushing defenders out of the zone so you can push in. And then you've got Gridlock.
Like you need to explain to me what.
Okay, so you've got different game modes. So you can defend and extract the hostage. You've got find and defuse the bomb, and then you've got capture the zone. There are 3 game modes. Capture the zone is that attackers have to be within the zone for a certain time to capture it, or completely wipe out the other team. That is, so if you completely wipe out the other team, you win the round, and you can't respawn each round. So then you've got defenders. So
If you die, you have to watch the
rest of the round. Yeah, not the rest of the game, just rest of the round, because there are multiple rounds in the game. Because you all respawn afterwards. And then you got the hostage one. So defenders have to defend the hostage. Attackers have to extract the hostage, so take him to the extract zone. And then the bomb. There are 2 bombs in the map. The attackers have to plant a diffuser, and the defenders have to defend the bomb for a certain amount of time. So Gridlock, she throws. It is a bit confusing. It is a lot to take in. Gridlock throws down a gadget that deploys barbed mats capable of slowing down and hurting enemies who traverse them. So they're almost like spider webs that she shoots down these load of that's why she's called Gridlock, because like a grid of traps to slow down defenders. Now for the defenders, you've got Smoke. Smoke has a remote gas grenade, so he can set these gas grenades up on like roofs and ceilings, and whenever attacker runs through, he can activate them and it does a lot of damage. You've got Mute. So Mute can jam communications for remotely detonated gadgets or drones in its range. So attackers at the beginning of a round use drones to scan the map to find the defenders and the objective. And if Mute puts down a signal jammer, he can then disrupt and cancel attackers from using the drones. And I like my Mute because he looks like a stormtrooper. So no, like if you wait till you actually until I show you. He actually looks like a stormtrooper. I think he's really cool. He sticks out like a sore thumb, but now you've got Castle, and Castle will set bulletproof barricades that are more resistant than the standard ones to walls and to doors and windows. That's pretty self-explanatory. He just bulletproof barricades. Pulse is quite cool because Pulse has a heartbeat sensor, and it will detect the enemy's heartbeats through walls. So if there's anyone lurking about, he can detect where they are. You've got Doc, and Doc fires a hypodermic shot to revive himself if he's down, or a teammate from a distance. He can also provide a temporary health boost if someone's at full health, which is quite cool. Rook can just put down body armor and you take less damage. That's literally it. You've got Capcan. He can set wired traps in doorways and windows, so when enemies run through them, they'll blow up. Tachanka, he is a meme. Everybody hates Tachanka because he's rubbish, but Ubisoft just kind of memed him, turned him into a meme. But he has a mounted LMG. That is his ability. Then you've got Jaeger, and Jaeger uses an active defense system that intercepts grenades before they detonate. So you place this around an objective room. Anyone who throws a grenade, it will just cancel out the grenade instantly, which is really cool. You've got Bandit, and Bandit set up these electrical devices on barbed wire and on reinforced walls, and it will shock them, so anybody who touches them will get electrocuted. Frost is really cool because Frost, I bought the elite skin for Frost because I think she looks awesome. This is the elite skin for Frost, but this is what she really looks like. It's difficult to show you. Hang on, let me go to the... But what she does is she puts down bear traps, This is what Frost looks like normally. But she basically puts down bear traps. And these special bear traps that she have look menacing as hell with the new skin that she gets. Then you've got Valkyrie. She can set up black eye cameras. They're accessible to the whole team. So she can add 3 extra cameras to the map.
Yeah.
Which help out a lot. Kavira, what she does is... when I said Mexican, I meant Brazilian. They're Brazilian, not Mexican.
And they all have weapons as well. So
Yeah.
fight and everything.
Yeah.
Like one special thing that they can do.
Yes, exactly. They all have a special gadget or ability. Kavira has this thing called Silent Step, which allows her to lurk around the map. So some defenders are like campers, so they stay in one place. You set up your gadgets and you wait for the attackers. There are other defenders like Kavira who are roamers, who they'll run around the map and try to pick off the enemies. And Kavira, she has this thing called Silent Step, so she speeds up, and her footsteps are silent. But she can only pull out and keep her pistol.
Right.
So she cannot be seen. Well, no, she can't be heard. Sorry, is what I mean. Then you've got Echo, and he has this special drone that uses like a disorientating sonic burst that sort of like confuses the enemies and like distorts their vision, and they slow down and everything like that. Now you've got Mira, and what Mira does is she deploys a one-way bulletproof mirror that can be placed on any wall, and so you can see through it, but the enemies then can't see back through it, and it's bulletproof, and you can smash it down and then take people out, which is really cool. You've got Legion, who's put down these things called GU mines, and they're like glass needles, toxic needles, that if you step on them will do damage over time until you actually remove them from your foot. You've got Ella, and Ella puts down concussion grenades that stick to walls and surfaces, and they're like concussion grenades, they just explode when someone gets near. Off of proximity. You've got Vigil, which is, he's really cool. What he does, when you activate his ability, Vigil goes invisible to all drones. So he can't be seen by any drones.
Wow, he looks cool.
He looks awesome with his mask on. So, yeah, he can't be seen by any drones, which is really cool. You've got, these are my favourite because they're Italian. You've got Maestro, but if you're Italian, it's Maestro. And he basically has this special sort of a remote-controlled bulletproof camera armed with a high-energy laser. So the laser does 5 damage every hit, and it can just like confuse enemies, and there's just extra cameras, but it's bulletproof as well. Then you've got Alibi, or Alibi if you're Italian, and she deploys holograms of herself and will tag enemies if they are shot. So if you shoot a hologram, you will then marked for a certain amount of time, so the defenders know where you are. Then you've got Clash, and she looks incredibly angry. But Clash, they've disabled her because she's too broken at the moment, but she has a shield that has a taser on it, and it's basically an electric shield that completely stuns and stops attackers in her tracks. And then she can swap and then kill them. Then you've got Kaid.
Incredibly broken, what do you mean by that?
Like, they've got to balance her out because she can literally just stop attackers from moving and then just instantly get a kill.
So she's not in the game at the minute?
No, she's been disabled for the time being. Then you've got Kaid, who is basically a better version of Bandit. So Bandit will Kaid, has these special sort of grenades that electrify walls and hatches. They're also deployed on shields as well this time, and they are there's like a larger area of effect, basically. Then you've got Mozzie, which is also really cool. He's Australian, these two. And Mozzie launches an automated bot that latches onto enemy drones, so then they can't use their drone anymore, and he's hacked it, and he can use his drone to search the map for the attackers. which is really cool. And we are now, the 11th of June, we're getting 2 new operators. Phantom Sight, where is it? Okay, so here we've got, we're having 2 new operators called Nook and Warden. So Warden is American and he works for the Secret Service, and Nook is from the Jaeger Corps, which is in Denmark. And these are all proper special forces, by the way, from this game. Yeah. They're all special forces in the world. And so what Warden does, he's a defender, and he has these special glasses that make him immune from flash and concussion grenades. And if he stands still while they're active, he can see through smoke. Which is really cool. And then Nook is probably going to be one of my favourites, because what she can do is when she activates her ability, she gains Silent Step. This is on attacker, by the way. She gets Silent Step from what Kavira has, and she can use any gun, but she can only walk. She can't sprint, because if she sprints, she is seen and heard. So you can only walk about. And also, when she activates it, she goes completely invisible to the defender's cameras, so she can't be seen at all. If you sprint, if you shoot, anything like that, you will start to glitch. So you can only walk, but it helps because like it kind of keeps the defenders on edge. And then another thing you should know, you've got these things called alpha packs. So if you win a game, you gain a chance, you get a little bit extra at the end of this wheel you see that sort of goes up, that yellow bar, to gain an alpha pack. And every time you win a game, it will spin around, and if the icon lands in that yellow bar, you get you'll get an alpha pack. But if you lose, it increases ever so slightly, meaning you get a better chance the next time you win. If you go on a mad losing streak and you get like a 50% chance, there's, you know, higher chance you'll get it. But it's all about luck. But these just give you special cosmetics and stuff like that. You can also buy them with Renown as well, but Renown is so difficult to get because you only get like 200 a game or something, and each game lasts a fair bit. But I'll go into a game now quickly. I know that was a lot, but that
There's a lot to take on.
there is. That's fine, honestly. But I'll play a game real quick now, and we'll see what map are we getting. Yes, my favourite. Yeah, she's called Gridlock. So we're attacking first. I know, obviously, the thingy. So we're doing bomb. So you can choose where you want to spawn as well. I don't really care where I spawn. I'm gonna pick Zofia. I'm gonna go to Zofia. And you can see what everybody else is picking as well. So we've got Ying, Ash, Finka, Zofia, and Buck. Problem is, if you don't play well, some people are like, ugh. Because what you can do is, on the thingy here, I click him, I can report him or vote to kick. So he's only level 16. He's level 212. I am 72.
Alright.
So, once the stream catches up, you can see that we're using drones to scan the map. Oh. Okay, well I found the bomb anyway. And you can see now... Oh, I died. But, so that was Jaeger there, and I couldn't scan him in time because the barbed wire was in the way. But I'm just spectating someone else now, and I can just sort of scroll through. Oh, I don't want the diffuser. Cool, thank you. And what you can do in this game is you can lean through round corners and everything. Yeah, I got him there. Oh! Oh shit. So I died. But we won anyway.
Oh,
Look, she came up from behind me, she did.
I want to see this way.
Oh no, it doesn't give you a kill cam.
She came up from your right.
Yeah.
To me.
Oh, right, okay.
And you left the right out of the toilet stall. She was hiding in the toilet stall.
Because she obviously saw her friend die. See, because you see, Clash has been disabled, so I can't actually use her. I'm gonna use. Oh God, there's so many choices. I'm gonna show you Frost's traps because Frost is. Woo. So those golden skins are the elite skins in the game, and you have to pay like £5 or something for them. I've only ever bought one. Because there's one you get for Ash for free. If you played a certain event.
I'm just sending some messages. Hold on. Oh my god. I saw what we done.
I hear. Yeah, so you see these things. If you got hit by one of those...
I'm sorry, I'm not on stream. I just I had to send you some messages about the house.
Oh, right, okay.
Just,
Oh, my aim is so bad.
5 seconds.
Woo! Aim is terrible.
Located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Shit. So these sort of... And what I can do as a defender is I can check the cameras. Where did he die? It can get quite intense sometimes. It is just a waiting game a lot of the time. As a defender, at least. Oh! Jesus. Woo! Sorry, say that again?
I've got you on really quietly on this stream.
Oh, okay.
From here, because obviously your
Yeah.
hand, you're in front of your stream,
Yeah.
so I can't hear.
No, that's fine. Why are he typing? Come back round, come back round. I saw him. I missed the opportunity. Shit. Oh, nice. Cool. You got her. Defense once more. Oh no, we're attacking, sorry, of course, because we were just on defense. go Twitch. I said there's so many different characters that it's just like you can't really pick one and sort of stick with them.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
This game I have on disc, unfortunately, so I couldn't share. I think I might be able to share play with you. I don't know if that works for discs or not.
Advise your drone has located a bomb.
Okay, so as a Twitch drone, I can do things like taser people. Oh, damn it. You got me. But I do have another drone, so it's okay.
10 seconds before insertion. 5 seconds. The diffuser has been secured. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Someone's really going off there. Shit. I thought I could,
Op 4 last operator standing. Diffuser is active. Protected at all costs.
Well, that's a good game to show off.
Yeah, it is. It's really good.
I mean, also...
It's my type of thing.
Right.
I like,
Well, we won that game, so it was a...
what game were you on about the other day? I can't remember what you said.
Can you remember what I was trying to describe?
Like games you like to play, and you said there was like a new one coming out of it. I'm pretty sure it's just like one, like a single player game.
What's it like?
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh, I got an alpha pack, though. We can,
Adventure. Like an adventure game.
An adventure. It's not Borderlands 3, because you know about that one.
No.
An adventure game. World War Z? Days Gone? No, that's already out. So it's coming out, did you say?
I think so. I'm sure you said that. I might have dreamt it. I don't know.
Are you okay there, Izzy? 'Cause
I'm really struggling with hay fever.
I need to send over my nose spray.
Tablets on it. No, I wish.
Oh, it's just a common. What is? Oh, what a load of rubbish. Oh. Alright, so that's Siege. For you.
So that's good.
So I'm gonna